The story is set in 1944 during World War II. The protagonist, Lieutenant Jack Rivers, is a young American soldier preparing to land on the beaches of Normandy as part of Operation Overlord, the most ambitious and dangerous mission of the Allied forces. Lieutenant Jack Rivers was cleaning his rifle, lost in thought. His commander's instructions echoed in his ears, but his heart was back home in New York with his wife and young son, Jimmy. Before the war, Jack had been a schoolteacher, but he left his peaceful life to defend his country. "Jack, gear up. It's time," called Sergeant Mark, his closest friend. Jack nodded, taking his place in the troop transport. Inside the landing craft, every soldier's face reflected a mixture of fear and determination. As the craft approached the beaches of Normandy, the air was filled with gunfire and explosions. Thousands of Allied soldiers were sacrificing their lives against the enemy's bullets. Jack signaled to his team, "Let's go. This is what we trained for." The battle. Upon landing on the beach, Jack was struck by the horrifying scenes around him: smoke, wounded soldiers, and destroyed vehicles. The enemy's fire was relentless, but Jack and his team pushed forward to secure a safe position. A bullet whizzed past Jack, forcing him to hit the ground and fire back. Sergeant Mark took out an enemy machine gun, giving their comrades a chance to advance. "We need to clear that bunker on the left, or we're trapped here," Jack shouted. He and Mark, along with 3 other soldiers, moved toward the bunker, carrying explosives. Dodging enemy bullets, they reached the bunker and destroyed it with a massive explosion. A personal sacrifice. Amid the chaos, Jack saw one of his teammates, Private Sam, fall to the ground after being shot. Without hesitation, Jack risked his life to drag Sam to safety, but Sam's condition was critical. Looking into Sam's eyes, Jack said, "Your family will be proud of you. We'll never forget you." Sam managed a faint smile before closing his eyes for the last time. Grief and rage surged through Jack. He knew this war wasn't just against enemies, but also against his own fears and vulnerabilities. The defining moment. That night, Jack and his team planned an assault on a hidden enemy command post crucial to their mission's success. Under the cover of darkness, they prepared their weapons and advanced stealthily. To catch the enemy off guard, they attacked from multiple directions. Jack took down one enemy, while Mark subdued others inside the post. Suddenly, an explosion rocked the area, leaving Mark gravely injured.
"Mark."
"I'm not leaving you here," Jack shouted. Mark, struggling to speak, replied, "You have to go, Jack. The mission is more important." Jack embraced Mark one last time, tears in his eyes, before continuing with the mission despite the pain in his heart. Victory or loss? By morning, the Allied forces had taken control of the beach. Jack and his team had achieved success, but at a tremendous cost. They had lost many comrades along the way. Jack picked up Mark's weapon and looked toward the sky. He knew their sacrifices were not in vain. This war was for their children, their dreams, and a better future. The end. After the war, Jack returned to his hometown. He embraced his son, Jimmy, and wiped away his wife's tears. But the scenes from the battlefield were etched into his mind forever. The war had not only scarred him physically, but also taught him that true strength lies in humanity, compassion, and sacrifice.